Hey guys, GradysMom here, and I'm going to be doing a video today talking about a little DIY project that my husband did for me over the weekend, which is right behind me. Also, I'm thinking of making this area sort of a new filming area for me when I do specific types of videos, like sit-down style videos. So if you like this background better than my stairs over here, comment down below and let me know. I know some people don't care about that stuff. I personally, when I watch videos, I'm not really that picky about background. I'm mainly interested in what the person has to say, but of course it's always nice to have a cute background. So I figured since the lighting is really good in this room in general, my kitchen dining room, I figured maybe I will use this as my background. So I want to talk about the project. It's just a floating shelf. It's about 40 inches long this way, and then depth-wise, meaning as far as it comes out from the wall, it's about 13 inches. I've wanted a shelf like this for a long time, since before we even moved in this house. And actually, I showed my husband a picture of several months ago, telling him that I wanted to find one to buy. And my husband actually said he could build me one much cheaper and exactly the size and the look that I wanted. So, and it's not that I doubted him. So we finally dove in this past weekend for him to do the shelf with all the materials to buy it. The stain, by the way, is walnut. So the wood, all the materials to buy it was under $50 to make this shelf. And again, it's a pretty good size shelf. To purchase a shelf like this already made would have been much more than $50. So I'm really grateful and happy that I have a husband that can just look at a picture and make it happen. So I'm really happy with how it looks. We were originally going to do two of them, one on top of the other, but now since this one is done, I'm pretty happy with just one because I don't want this little wall behind me to be overkill. So I'm going to take you in for a closer look and show you how I styled the shelf. My plan is to decorate it for each season. So right now it's September, sort of a fallish theme. In October, I will transition it into a more Halloween-y feel. And then in November, I will transition a little bit back to what I have now, but I'll add more of like a harvesty touch. And then of course, December and January will be the holidays. And I'm just planning on changing it for each season or holiday. Oddly enough, I'm actually really excited to decorate it in the spring for Easter because I have a lot of really cute Easter decor. I know that's random, but I'm really happy with it. The reason why I'm so happy is because our son, he's 3, gets into everything. So anytime I have something pretty like this set up in an area where he can reach it, I end up having to take it down or move it. And what I really wanted in the floating shelf was something high enough so that I don't even have to worry that my son's going to get into it. Because so many times in this house even, I've decorated my kitchen table or done like a cute tablescape or something, only to find that my son just wants to play with it. And it's just not safe. He can't play with breakable things, obviously. So I'm really happy that I'm able to have the freedom now to decorate the way that I want on the shelf and not have to worry about my son getting into everything. So I'm going to take you guys up for a closer look and show you how I decorate it, where I got all the pieces from. Some of the pieces I've had for years and some were recently purchased. So I'm going to take you in for a closer look because I know a lot of people always want different ideas and inspiration for decorating. So if you want to see a closer look, just keep watching. Okay guys, so here is a much closer look. Now this wood, again, the stain is a walnut. I wanted that knotty, natural, sort of rustic look. So I told my husband when he picked out the wood to get wood that had a lot of imperfections like this because I just personally like that imperfect look like that. That's just my preference. And he has all the tools already to make all the precise cuts because everything, as you can see, is nice and flush. I want to also give you a look at the bottom. Again, a lot of imperfections, and he just did a phenomenal job with all of the cuts. The cuts were the trickiest part of this shelf. And height-wise, the bottom of the shelf is taller than me, if that gives you any indication. It's just a little bit taller than me. So this bottom corner is just a little bit above my head. So let's call it, it's about 5 feet 6 inches tall, give or take. So I'm still sort of playing around with how I want to style this, but I'm pretty happy right now with the way that it looks. So what I have here first on this corner is this adorable little trio of little sort of chalky white milk bottles. I purchased this little set a few months back at World Market, and I just thought it looked cute kind of sideways like this. I thought it was sort of different, and I just put a little pumpkin, which I purchased in a little set with pumpkins and gourds. I'll get to that in a moment at Home Goods. So I actually thought it looked cute with just one on the middle bottle rather than one on each, because I'm sort of like to be simple and not overkill on anything. So I have that kind of right on the edge. Next up, I have this jar here that have actually had this for a few years. I purchased this jar, gosh, several years ago at Marshall's, and it's just a clear jar. It actually has a little chalkboard label. I was gonna write like Happy Fall or something on it, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I had been using this for candy, but I actually found these adorable little, there's like pine cones and gourds and pumpkins and like leaves. Again, in a little set from Home Goods. I believe the whole set was like $12.99, but it came with a lot of different pieces. So as you can see, I have those sort of situated in the jar, and I don't know, I just thought it looked really cute. At first I was gonna put candy corn and those like candy corn pumpkin kind of candies in here, but for some reason I just thought this looked cuter, and I really like how you can sort of see all the way through it. So I have that next to the little milk jugs. I did put a little pumpkin from that same set right in the front because it actually wouldn't fit in the jar with the rest of them. So as you can see, I thought that looked pretty cute. And then in the back here, I just have this mercury glass looking candle stand. It's like a pedestal candle stand from Bath & Body Works with one of my favorite Bath & Body Works scents of all time, Burning. And this is the mahogany teak wood. It's a little bit masculine smelling, but it's also very earthy and sort of woodsy smelling, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite all-time scents from Bath & Body Works. And then next to that, I just have, it's actually a votive holder right here, which I purchased last year, I believe, at Pottery Barn. I obviously don't have a votive in there, but these were pretty inexpensive for Pottery Barn. They were less than $5, and they're gold, like a yellow gold with sort of that mercury glass look. So I decided, since I'm not putting a candle in there, I would just put one of these little pumpkins. I got a set of these as well at Home Goods, and I absolutely love them, that sort of faded metallic. So I just popped that pumpkin right in the little votive holder. In the back here, I just have this orange sort of, it's like a textured jar, and I've had this for, I want to say 2 to 3 years, and I purchased this back a long time ago, like I said, at Hobby Lobby back in New York. I'm sure they still have them. I see things like this all the time in Hobby Lobby as well as other places, and I just thought it was a really pretty orange color, and I thought it worked really well with the decor on the shelf as well as being September. So I sort of had that in the back for a little pop of color. One of my favorite things that I've purchased just recently, I got this at Home Goods, and it's this gorgeous picture. It has the same painting on the back with the pumpkin, with the leaf. I think it's super cute. I really like the shape and the size of the picture as well, and it was very inexpensive. I believe this picture was about $10. At the most, it was $12.99, but I know it was very inexpensive for the size and the detail of it. Again, the same print is on the back. And I decided to go with sort of these earthy, kind of weedy, leafy, feathery looking things. I was going to get more of them to put in here, but I didn't want too many, and I actually got these at Hobby Lobby. They were very inexpensive. They were $3 something and then 40% off, so each sort of stock was under $2. And there are actually a few of them in here. I just have to sort of move them around and play with them. But I just thought they gave a really cute effect, and I'm not a huge fan of fake plants or fake flowers, but I thought these would be okay since they're not really floral. They're more kind of earthy and grassy looking. So I really like that. I think that's one of my favorite things on the shelf, with the addition of these sort of leafy things, which again are from Hobby Lobby. And then next to that, this sort of actually matches a little bit with that, in my opinion. It's just this textured candle. I purchased this at Home Goods last year. It was very inexpensive as well. I know it was under $10. The candle itself actually smells delicious, but I don't have it burning right now. And it's just this textured sort of glass, and it's super pretty. And even actually after I do burn the candle, I plan to save this jar and use it for decor because I really, really liked it a lot. One of my favorite pieces of decor in my entire home is actually this owl. I purchased this owl a few years back at a Home Goods as well. And actually, I know that owls are really big this year for some reason. Maybe it's just the time of year. But I actually saw a bunch of similar sort of owls at my Home Goods recently. So chances are you might be able to find one just like this or very similar to it. What I like about the owl is it works to me year round. I think it looks really cute for Christmas. I think it looks perfect in the fall. And I also think because it's white, it works really well in the summer. So I purchased that again at Home Goods a while back. And I know when I purchased it, it was very inexpensive, under $20 for sure. Here on the very end, I have another one of these matching Pottery Barn votive holders. Again, I purchased this last year for about $4 to $5, and it's yellow gold with that mercury glass look. And I also just went ahead and put one of those metallic-y pumpkins in there. And in the very back here, I just have this little bird cage type thing from Hobby Lobby. And this was also very inexpensive. I believe it was less than $10. And this little door here actually opens, so you can put things in there. I've debated on putting like pumpkins or gourds or something in there, but I thought it looked really cute and kind of understated, left empty. And again, this is a cute piece that I can use year round in style in different ways. I actually have some really good ideas for Easter for this. So that is pretty much an overview of everything that I have on here right now. And I wanted to share because I personally love watching other people's home decor ideas. It gives me a lot of inspiration, a lot of ideas, and I just really am interested in how other people style shelves and different pieces of furniture. I absolutely love it. So again, I'm super in love with my shelves. If you have someone in your family or your spouse or your dad that could make you a floating shelf, they're very easy. It took under 3 hours for my husband to make this, including the time it took for the stain to dry. And I absolutely love it. If you guys have any questions, definitely comment down below and let me know. I usually try to keep up with comments as best as I possibly can. Also, I'm thinking of doing a complete home fall decor kind of tour, which isn't going to be anything too spectacular. Again, we have a 3-year-old who's very mischievous. So I might do just a kind of an overview of what other things I do besides this shelf to decorate. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and I will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.